Welcome back. We are looking at real world problems with the Pythagorean theorem. This is part 2 of our video session of our lesson. We're going to keep going on some real world examples here. Next question, talking about baseball. We talked about tennis in our first video. Baseball field has 90 feet between the bases. So every distance here is 90 feet. It's the same all the way around. From here to here is 90. From here to here is 90. And then so on and so forth. Okay. How far is it from the catcher to second base? So the pitcher just pitched something here, and the catcher's trying to throw out the guy stealing from first to second. We want to know what is the distance the catcher has to throw from here to here. I know it's not the most perfect triangle, but that would be a right triangle. This is 90 feet. We said this is 90 feet. And we want to know this distance here. So again, we are missing a hypotenuse. Okay. Well, if we're missing a hypotenuse, that means we're going to use a squared, 90, plus b squared, 90. And that should equal c squared, which is our unknown. 90 squared plus 90 squared, as we continue to go, is 16,200, and that equals x squared. And then if we take our square root of both sides, again, 16,200 is not a perfect square, so x is going to equal either the square root of 16,200, or if I want an approximate answer, it's approximately 127.3 feet from home base all the way to second base. It's a long throw. And it's further than anybody has to throw to any base from first, second, or third. Okay. Let's see if you can do this one on your own. Pause the video and then come on back when you have an answer. Give you some time to do that. We were going to find out something about some soccer fields here. All right. To verify that the corners of a soccer field are square, you can construct a right triangle at each corner of the field. So you go over to each corner, put up a right triangle. If you measure 21 feet along the side line and 20 feet along the end line, how long must the hypotenuse be for a triangle to be a right triangle? So you put a cone here, you put a cone here, and you measure this distance, and it should match up to whatever it is if you measured these correctly. So if I measure 21 feet here and 20 feet here, if this is a right triangle, this should be a certain distance, and we want to find out what distance that is. So again, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. We have 20 feet. No, let's not do that. Let's not do the feet part in there. Let's just do the numbers. We've got 20 squared plus 21 squared, and we want to know what should that equal. What should that equal? Well, those two together, 20 squared plus 21 squared is 841, and again, that still equals x squared. And then we are going to take our square root, and we could say that x equals the square root of 841, but that doesn't really help us too much. So x is approximately, oh, sorry, not approximately, this is a perfect square. X equals 29 feet. So if you measure 20 feet out and 21 feet out, and you measure this line, if it is not 29 feet, you do not have perfectly square corners. Who would have thunk it? Let's keep going. Next page. We are looking at a phone here. Ariel's new iPhone is 5.5 inches tall. Okay, well, let's look at our iPhone here, and it's 5.5 inches tall. So from here all the way down to here is 5.5 inches. Okay. And it is 2.75 inches wide. Okay? 2.75 inches wide. What is the diagonal length of the iPhone? So we are looking for the length from corner to corner. We want to go from corner, that's a really bad drawing, but that's okay. Corner to corner. Missing a hypotenuse again. So we're just doing a squared plus b squared equals c squared. 5.5 squared plus 2.75 squared, and that should equal x squared. If I add those together, I'm going to get 37.8125 equals x squared. And then, like every one of these problems, we take the square root of both sides. And we're going to say x is approximately 6.1 inches. Not a perfect square. If I didn't approximate, my answer would be right here. Let's try another one. We got Harry Potter's house underneath the stairs. We want to know what is the length of the hypotenuse. Okay, pause the video, see if you can come up with the length of the hypotenuse. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. And we know this side is 200. We know this side is 210. We need to figure out the hypotenuse, which is this side here. Okay, pause the video, see if you can figure that out. All right, 200 squared plus 210 squared equals x squared. Add those together, I get 84,100, and I have x squared. And then I take my square root, and I get that x equals 290 centimeters. Perfect square. You're done. Nice job. We have 2 more pages of notes to do. We will do them in our next video. If you have any questions, please let me know below in the comments or send me a message on Schoology. Have a great day.